Well, welcome back to another edition of Sheepy Hollow and life in the country at its finest. What am I doing? All right. Wrong button. There we go. All right. Just the stove is for sale. Not immediately, because we're looking at buying a bigger guy to go in here. The problem with this one is, this is the only way we can push the heat out, and this thing here doesn't really do too much. The fireplace itself is, we bought it 4 years ago. I haven't even used it 10 times. I think I only lit it twice last winter. It just doesn't throw the heat out to heat this garage up. And the one we're looking at, I can't remember at all, but it's a true north something, and it can hold up to a pretty big piece of wood. So, saying that, Yahoo! We hope to do that. Because I can't do anything out in the garage in the winter. It takes all freaking day to heat it up. That shop heater up here, that doesn't really warm up too much either. And the other thing I might have to look at is blocking this thing off, the stairway, because I think all the heat just goes straight up and it looks like I gotta get the old broom going and start cleaning up the dead flies again. Have to do that a couple times a year. Now, what I was going to do is the chainsaw stuff. So let me go, I'll go grab the chainsaws and I'll be right back. Or just see how much gas is in them. It's a little freaking cool out here. And anyway, I'll put you here to start with. And I don't know if you can see the chainsaws there or not. Where are they? Okay, close enough. Just tip you down a smidge. Okay, next. Where's my gloves? Okay, so first things first. We'll use up the last of this gas, and then I'll mix up some new ones. someone watched a video of the rototiller, and I guess the guy must have been awful pressed for time, because he wasn't too happy. It took him 13 minutes, or it took me 13 minutes to actually start talking about the chainsaw. Well, perfect. And you remember the other video, make sure you tighten these things down. Okay. And now we're into, well, here, wait a minute. No. What we're going to do is fill up the oil at the same time. Alright. And this oil I'm using is for the summer. Here, I'll do that. The filthy stuff. Okay. Oh. Yeah, not so bad that time. You freaking dirty crap. Alright. Let them drain off a little bit. Okay, next. I'll go get a jug of, what the hell here? I'll go get a jug of summer oil. We'll fill that up. Oh, my friggin' back. Alright. This oil is spring and summer. So you use that in the chainsaws in the summertime because it's thicker. And in the wintertime, if you use the thinner oil, it helps keep that chain spinning. But if you put the summer oil in the chainsaw in the winter, it might be just a little bit too thick to flow. You know? this away. And I'll wipe the chainsaws down after I'm done here. Alright. One of these goes into 5 liters of this, and I'll put it in the can. After I get it mixed. The other thing I wanted to do is put some stabilizer fluid, freshen that up. This here secret juice is to help stabilize the gasoline so it doesn't break apart on you. Or the gas doesn't go bad. And what we'll do, give it a drink of that. Mix in the oil. And I've got a part bottle of some of this, and I'll mix that into this one. Because I can't tell how much is in there, I'll pour that into the smaller container. And then I can throw out the bigger one. Yeah, there's nothing in it. Alright. Okay. That's gone. All we gotta do is add the gas now. Good. Did you hear that buck snort? Yeah, here we go. This is all gas that I had saved up to use on the snowblower over the winter. We all know how that story went. Yeah. All right, that's good to go. Put that over here. Next, the paper towel. So anyway, that's one. The other thing I was thinking about doing is, I'll wait. But what I was thinking of doing was put the new chain and the bar on when I go up to start cutting wood, and I'll save this old one for cutting around roots and stuff like that, because I have to be a little more careful. There we go. As far as chainsaws go, I like this little guy more than that bigger one, because it's a lot easier to start. There. Okay. Okay, good. And let's throw this in the fire pit here. And I'm going to deal with this stuff today too. We got wood coming. Who knows when? Soon enough. We got thunder showers coming Friday. Now today was supposed to have been day 2 of the rain. Well, I'm glad Mother Nature decided to give us something else. There we go. That shouldn't go anywhere. There, not going anywhere now. Wow, it's beautiful out. So that took 22 friggin' minutes to do that. But it's done. It actually took me probably 6 months or more to mix the fuel up. But it's done. There. Oh, we got some remnants of the old lady's garden patch here. There. And it's getting closer and closer to the old. Oh, these sticks. I need the mower, I think, for this. She wants to keep that stuff. I told her to keep life simple. Let me put you down for a second here. See if I can gather these all up at once. And I could use that, I think it's potting soil she's got in there. I'll give the bucket some weight. And I'll use that for, alright, what do we got here? Oh, there goes one. There we go. Get rid of those sticks. Oh, you gotta save the dandelions for the bees, they say. Now, I've never sprayed any of this for dandelions, but we don't have any. Or at least not right now. Is that what you think, Storm? Huh? He's pretty good. Anyway, the chimney sweep came and I watched him and I seen him how he tore apart the inside stove, fireplace. He did a good job. Here we go. Because I don't pick my feet up. When I walk on the gravel, I end up with little rocks getting kicked up into my shoes all the time. And my wife doesn't like it when I shuffle my feet. But as soon as I walk without shuffling my feet, she complains that I walk like a freaking elephant stomping through the house. There we go. Oh, what do we got here? Not too bad. They're a little, kind of like a mower magnet. They're attracted to the blade. There we go. And this is almost done. So when the guy comes to start dropping the wood off here, he'll get up. You can barely walk along the side there, and it fills it all the way up to around here or so. And there'll be 4 distinct piles, so 1, 2, 3, and the last one comes out to about here or so. So the first thing I got to do is I got to make it so that we can have a place to drive the mower around. And most of that wood I'll pick up and I'll use this wagon where the gasoline is, right here, come through here and start piling it all up into here. Then we're good to go. This will take a second or two to clean out. I forgot to check to see which way the wind's blowing. That's another thing I want to do pretty quick here, is get that trap out. Now these raccoons and stuff like that that come around don't come in the daytime, they come at night. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, clean the, there we go. Clean the rear view camera on the Jeep off. So this won't take too long. Set that barrel up. Run the hose up once I get it out over there. And fill that barrel up. I know from last year, there's no way in hell you can get the rototiller running right in there, because it's kind of like real soft mud. Same over there. When I broke that up over there, the potato patch, the mud was really bad. Yeah, I suppose if a guy put some Christmas tree lights on there, that would look pretty good. I wonder who the hell's going to do that, though. I sure aren't going to do it. It's not bad. It's cool out. There's a bit of a cool breeze. That's another thing I want to get. All in due time. I want to get one of those tree lopping saws that was on the pole, so that I can finish what wasn't finished right off there. And then there's that broken branch up Lover's Lane. I can get that off of there as well. So, I think I'll do is I'll take this bucket right now and I'll come back for the other one. And I'll dump this dirt into the sinkhole to get rid of it. Same with this one. Oh, this one's not as bad. They get soaked with water and they weigh a freaking ton. And that was quick. I wasn't going to do a darn thing here. Oh, shit. Let's get rid of those darn sticks too. Because if I don't get rid of these, she'll lug them into the garage, and then I'll have to frickin' deal with them again. There we go. I think, yeah. Good enough. Alright. Bending over makes me dizzy. Yeah. So if you survived long enough to watch the video to this point, you realize that these videos are not all that professional, as it would take me a long time to figure out some decent software that I downloaded the darn stuff. But the problem with it is that it's a little more complicated than I want to learn right now. It was called Resolve, or DaVinci's Resolve, I think is what it's called. And the software that I use right now is Movie Maker from Microsoft. It's about, it must be 10 years old by now. But I've got it set up pretty simple. I open up that, I open it up and I pre-make a video that's only about 30-40 seconds along, the beginning and the end. And then when I get the videos and record them on this camera, I can just drag them in. Once they're in there to the Movie Maker video editor ringy dingy, then I go through, add a few comments in here and there, and that's the end of it. Don't have to do too much more. And then when you see in the description, it's always pretty well the same. Somewhere on the remote property in New Brunswick. Oh, that's not nice. That's scratched. Perhaps. I don't know what the hell that's from. So I have a text document made up to fill in the description. I just have to type in a few words before the remote part and the description. Then whatever else comes in there, I've already made up in a text document, so I just have to copy and paste it in there. Because it takes hours to do this. It's not like it's I'm on a high-speed internet connection. I'm on a really slow satellite connection. So what happens is that I take the camera into the house. I open up the Movie Maker with the short clips in it. I copy everything off the camera into a folder, because I keep folders by dates every month within every year. And I put all the videos in there that I get off the camera. Then from that, once I get them onto my own computer, I copy them all into the Movie Maker and make sure that they are in sequence, because sometimes they're not. And all of this, the copying over to getting it in and editing it, saving it, and uploading it, takes I would say easily 8 hours to a day, sometimes longer if I lose my connection with the internet. So some days when you come to see and you expect a video, there isn't one, and then when I finally get it in there, it's already a couple of days late. So if I can get a better connection, or like 1,000 subscribers, and YouTube's going to pay me, then it'll be a business. Then I could get a better connection maybe with Starlink, I think it's called, or Spacelink, And I can write that off as a business expense against whatever monies I might make. And well, that's the goal, but I can't get to 500 yet. And these videos aren't meant for young guys or young people so much. It's the action's pretty slow paced. This is no demolition ranch here. Even what's it? Outdoors with the Morgans got a lot more action than I got. Plus he edited it, and he seems to have that old Mike Morgan there, an unlimited supply of money. Bought an excavator, built that big freaking building he's got there. Bought a brand new Jeep. And he's buying a brand new Bronco, and he's already got a pickup. It's amazing. In Canada here, we never did get these kinds of wages. Most folks don't get that. I mean, I never had a poor life or anything, but I was definitely never rich. Probably the best it ever was when I worked in the Middle East. You could never think twice about it if you needed a new pair of shoes just to go and get them, or pants or whatever. But those days are long gone. And that's just the way it is. It's life. You pretty well got to accept it, and if you don't like it, you got to go and change it. And I'm not going to go back to work. It's too late for that now. If I did go back to work, you would have to be a day shift. Not that I'm going, or even looking actually. I had someone interested in me going to teach them in New Guinea, but that's the last place I want to be. I looked at a couple of videos there. That's a horrible place to go, compared to having to stay here at Sheepy Hollow. But the grass is getting nice and green. It won't be long. I'll be cutting the grass. I'm going to have to get some wood going here pretty quick in the woods so that I can use that in there. Get it so that I can drive in and around in there. And I got one big tree that's up on the other side of there that's broken. And I got to get that cut off, but I'm not going to do that by myself. So, for now, the other thing I'd like to do is get some more of those lilacs and maybe make another row down there to blot that camp out so you can't really see it. Yeah, another day. And I don't really see the buds coming out on the trees that much yet. This thing here's kind of neat. It never loses its leaves. My wife had me in here murdering it last year. But we're going to come over here and see if there's any buds coming out of the trees yet. Oh yeah, I can see the odd one. There. And then it won't be long, and there'll be an explosion. And then you won't be able to see that place over there. As long as I don't get too carried away underneath here. And it's got to be I'm 6'2", and it's at least double that, so it's 12 or 13 feet high. And I've had the snow from the driveway here. I focus it on there. And I've had it up so that all you could see was some twigs sticking up out of the top. I got a picture somewhere, if I can find it, of ice and storm up on the top of that thing. And one winter, I trying to get the dog off the top of it, the puppy, because he wasn't going to move. I had to go and put my snowshoes on and climb up there. That wasn't an easy task. So what else? Waiting for the guy to come for the recycle. And pretty quick I'm going to have to go and start picking up sticks. I want to get that fire pit, whatever's in there, burnt out of there as best as I can. And then I'm going to have to use the cart, shovel in as much dirt as I can get out of there, and clean it up. It's full of nails. Sometimes there might be broken glass in there. There's metal chunks. And I'll just turf it over the hill there. So, that was something else I was going to do. I don't feel energetic right now. Mum's straw, an empty box. Some kind of friggin' edging she wanted. I want to just keep it really simple and as natural as I can. I don't want to be putting in oddball stuff here, there, and everywhere. That's an interesting thing I could do. I've got all kinds of roses. I could dig up maybe a rose up off the side here that I was going to murder. Up in there. And bury it over here. Have to give it some thought, because not into that. Plus I've got a full garbage can of compost, and I was thinking about throwing that in the hole as well. Then whatever tree, we put a bag of dirt over the hole, put the tree in there, and put whatever dirt that I can get to throw over the top of it. That might work. Maybe Keith the gardener from the UK knows how to do that. He likes to watch trains. And another thing is, if you go to the Facebook page for Sheepy Hollow and you make a comment, I'll send you an invite, and then you can see all the posts that come in there. And if you really want to, and I don't mind, to send me you want to be a friend, and I'll add you. But other than that, I'm going in. I'm going to take it easy for a bit. Don't want to do everything now. I'll have nothing to do tomorrow. And I like to keep it that way. Less is best. Okay. We're getting there. Just got to get rid of this thing and get a big one. Then I can always clean all that stuff out of there. And we're good to go. All right. Thanks for coming.